What's going on, guys? Welcome back to CK2 Game of Thrones as Queen Daenerys Blackfyre. And I already skipped a little bit of time, and there will definitely be some cuts in this video because we're 5 years old, we're basically unable to do anything, and I would just like to skip the Regency a little bit, at least some of this time. But I do want to show you some of the more important events, for example, the coin toss. Coin toss? Coin toss? Is that what I said? Coin toss? Alright, perfect. Anyway, the coin toss. There you go. Madness and greatness are two sides of the same coin, and every time a new Targaryen is born, the gods toss a coin in the air, and the world holds its breath to see how it lands. There's some of the greater kings. That's the Blessed. That's Ares. That's, I think, Aegon? The one with the bastards. Is that the Conqueror? And that's the young dragon? Might be wrong, but I think this is actually pretty accurate description. Either way, let's see what we can get. All kinds of possibilities. And we became paranoid, which is actually rather bad. We'll see how that turns out. We have a new regent. A Mass of Lars, Lord Devon the Eloquent of House Thorn has taken over, but I did appoint our Kingsguard, Rob Rain, as Hand of the King, so he's still somewhat in command. But yeah, other than that, we've got a few factions over here. Someone wants to outright depose us. Then there's some that want lower crown authority and stuff like that. And there was also a crown loyalist faction led by our grandfather, Lord Aemon of the Bramsford, which is kind of nice. He's our heir, so at least he's supporting us. We'll see how useful that is. Anyways, as I said, I'm going to cut this here. I'll see you in a second. So here we are back with terrible news. An independent faction has formed and now decided to, well, bring their matters before the court in King's Landing. It's the Iron Islands under Lord Paramount Jon Drum and the Reach under Orton the Unchaste of the House Peak. Now, we could simply accept this, but I don't see why we should. I mean, it's likely that they're gonna win, but if enough houses join us, we perhaps have a chance. It's kind of hard to say. I can only raise 4,000 men from probably just King's Landing. I, for some reason, cannot raise any vassal levies. I think this is just a bug that might, you know, go away during the course of the war. It's hard to say, but the big question is how many of our lords will join us. Now, we have the Westerlands imprisoned, so technically it would be nice. They can't join against us, at the very least. The Stormlands and Dawn are independent. The Vale, last time the Vale joined with us, so perhaps they're going to do this again. It's hard to say. And the North has actually been given back to Jory Mandalay. So he likes us quite a bit, and it's likely that he might join us as well. But yeah, so I guess we'll not be blackmailed. But before we go forward, I would like to tell you a few other things that have happened. We have basically banished most of the prisoners we had to the Night's Watch, so there should be plenty of our kin at the Night's Watch right now. We have, yeah, Aenys Blackfyre and Ares Blackfyre at the wall. We also have Jarman Stokeworth. But before we banished him to the Night's Watch, we actually revoked his castle and gave it to Lucifer Waters, who became legitimized, our council approved, and he's now a legitimized member of the House Valeria, and he even has a weak claim on the Lordship of Driftmark. So that's cool. I guess nice for you. And then we've got several of our kinsmen now still ruling over Sweetport Sound, and I think yeah, Faring Cross. They continue to rule here, which is fine. But they're kids, so it's unlikely they're gonna join against us again. My grandfather is still our heir, and yeah, my father is now Warden of the West, and our Hand of the King and Lord Commander of the King's Guard is Warden of the North. I probably should have made him Warden of the West and my father Warden of the North now that I think about it. But either way, this is what I went with. We also had to give in to a law change. Our realm authority has been lowered from medium to low. That is thanks to the Tullys. They have done that. And our regent at the time, Devon Thorn, he had to agree to that faction, or he did anyways, and then I killed him. I charged at him. I don't know, it just felt like this is kind of the thing we would do, since we're paranoid. I don't know. And so now we have our Grand Maester as the regent, Lord Protector of the realm. So there you go. We also had our coronation that gave us a little bit of legitimacy, but overall people are apparently still very upset. And so with that, I think we can move on. I did marry my half brother, so my father married again, and he had twins, and so we married him despite him being having a lisp. I think it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we maybe breed the Valyrian features back in. Anyways, with that said, let's actually move forward. And there goes the Independence War. Let's see who joins us here. We have nobody join us so far, and the Westerlands actually are independent. Okay. Well, we'll have to raise our men, that's for sure. These 10 are kind of useless, so I guess we can just stand them down. And these 17 are useless as well. So this is tough. Without having the forces of the Crown Lands, I doubt we're gonna win this. Okay. The Northerners have joined us, and the Tullys joined us. Well, that's excellent. We might have a chance to win this. That's kind of what I've been hoping for. You've got 8,000 men. The Tullys do have quite a few, though. 26,000 men. That is pretty significant. So, yeah, the Tullys might actually win this war. Depending on how many men the Reach brings, 24,000. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. But anyway, let's get our troops together. I might have to hire some mercenaries. It's possible. Even my grandfather decided not to join me this time. Okay. But we have a few more people joining us. Lawliston, which is in the Riverlands as well. Okay, Kraykal has joined us. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. As well as Lordship of Strongsong. Now, I was kind of hoping that maybe the Vale would join us too. But that apparently did not happen. You have usurped... Yeah, White Harbor. Okay, that was to be expected. Obviously, you want your realm back. Okay, we've got... Basically, those are all of our forces. I could have sent them on the ships, but you know what I will do? I'll probably send them to Harrenhal, still held by House Lofton, and we'll just kind of see what we can do from there. Now, since we don't really have many men, we might as well just put them all into the center and have Carlton lead them. And I guess then we'll have Lucifer lead them as well. He's a really, really good commander, so... There you go. And then who else can I have as a commander? Maybe my father. Yeah. Let's have you three commanders. You are good enough. Okay. Now, we do need an advisor. Oh, we just lost someone. That's fine. I don't think I can appoint someone anyways. I did have the High Septon as my chancellor after Lord Devon died, but he tarnished our reputation, and so we now have Daemon Valerion of Driftmark. Okay. You're revoking titles. We have a peasant revolt. Oh, that's actually really useful. 14k peasant revolt. That's a good timing. That's a real good timing. I think we might win this. Once again, we might win this. Okay, now, Brian Peake. Yes, that is actually... Yeah, we were merciful. He will be imprisoned. Yeah, that's actually the reason. And the heir to the Kingdom of the Reach will be imprisoned as well. That's the whole point. The whole reason we had him imprisoned. Remember, he declared himself king. Of course he did. But yeah, that's the whole reason. We let them bend the knee, hoping that they would come to their senses, but apparently they are not. I do wonder if I should... I can give you an education. How about I give you the heritage education? Make you High Valyrian. Do I have any bonuses from that? Foreigner would go away. Let's go for that and give you... I'm going to be your guardian. How about that? Alright, let's move on. We'll see what we can do if we can win this, I hope. Brian Peake will put him on a house arrest. That's fine. He's 0 years old, but you will not get out of prison. You'll stay there. Okay, you're revoking all kinds of titles, kind of getting ridiculous here. Maybe he had claims on all of those? He does have claims on the Dreadfort and other things. So, you know, possibly. He has some more claims. But it actually, you know, it doesn't really matter that much to me. I hope that this peasant revolt here is going to actually cause quite a lot of issues for the Iron Islanders. They've only got 12,000 men. Okay, and there's a rebellion going on here, Heart's Home, and Runestone rising up. Lord Brian the Monstrous War for the Vale. So he thinks he has a claim on the Vale? Oh, he's an Aaron, right. Well, and he also has a claim on the Reach. That's interesting. Either way, let's move on. We've got 10,000 men besieging Blackheart, but they're not entirely sure if they really want to do this. We'll try and make this guy disappear, if possible. And we'll just stand here and wait for, well, the Trident forces to arrive. There are the peasants. And we get extra morale for our forces. I like it. And the Ironborn are sending a few men. I do wonder how many. 9,000. Castle's impregnable. Now, I could use some help. I wonder if you can attach to my army. That would be amazing. And you know what? Everyone just attach to my army, and we'll probably just stay here for now, and then we'll. Okay, these 14,000 men are coming. I should have done that earlier. Damn. I hope that King's Landing will hold. We'll move on to Stokeworth, and actually, you know, I should probably wait for these forces to properly arrive. Yes, there we go. And they're actually following us. Very nice. Now, I think we'll let you rot. So we've got 18,000 men. Would have. I think this would be good. This would be 19,000 against 18,000. We'll arrive on the 16th of June. 4 days we have. But we've got amazing commanders. Should we wait or should we rush into this? I wish these 9,000 men would help us. But actually, oh, this is nice. Oldvik is being besieged right now by Sir Harbord. Okay. Interesting. I think we'll go for this. We'll go for this attack. Wow, we're cutting through them very, very quickly. There is Lord Jonathan Frey leading a flank. And then we've got Edmure Newton of Maidenpool. And of course, Carlton Rosby Hotspur is his name. Which I think is amazing because he's just an awesome commander. And yeah, we're just cutting through them. They've got no chance, really, of doing anything. Yep. And, oh, Orton is imprisoned by Lucifer Stokeworth. Wow. That's incredible. He must have made him yield in personal combat or something like this. That's very possible. Yeah, Roran Pike was captured. And so were a few others. Let's demand important prisoners. Yes. And what? He wants to keep them imprisoned. Wait. Yeah, he wants to keep King Orton imprisoned. That's a little bit unfortunate. Because now... I mean, we don't get war score for this anyways. Alright. I just made you a lord, and now you're refusing me already. That's not cool. You even got your legitimacy. I hate when people do that. But, anyway, Roran Pike, we'll probably just let him rot. And we'll move on to Blackheart. Now, I've been praying with the Septon for a while, and some of the other people in the temple are getting ready to leave. So, our educator is not particularly zealous. I can collect arms to keep for myself. Would I do that? Our father's a bit deceitful. He's a bit dishonest. He's dishonorable. I could see that. I could see us doing that. What other influences have we got? We've got a rude guy who's just, but also deceitful. I think we'll take the money. Yeah, I think that kind of works out. And then let's see if we can destroy you. Yeah, that should go very well. Nice battle. And, ooh, Lucifer was actually killed in personal combat by Christopher Harlaw. Now, I think that ends his line. That actually ends... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. His wife is pregnant. So, there could be a posthumous son of Lord Lucifer. Wow, this is incredible. I think he was already posthumous of Jaehaerys. And now he might have... Yes, well, it could also be a daughter. But that's interesting. That's what you get for not giving me Orton. But now we have him by inheriting the castle. Now, I do wonder what we're going to do. I definitely throw him in the oubliette. That's what people agree on. Very good. And we apparently need... no, we don't need to fill that position. Okay. Then that's fine. Let's move on. Wow, this is really freaking interesting. You died. I wonder if I can just make your wife an important character, because I want to know about this child. Okay, we destroyed 5,000 men. We can move to Dawson Keep. And we get extra levy reinforcement rate. That's perfect. Okay. I hope that I don't have to... improve relations, good. I hope I don't have to give out any titles now. It's gonna happen, probably. But maybe we can hold on to a few more? That'd be nice. Okay, there's more... The Crate Cards are protecting the capital. And meanwhile, Lord Rusby is leading his own army. He's attacking Duskendale for Lord Carlton's claim on Duskendale. Wow, and he's winning. He's supporting the Antlers for some reason. Huh. Wow, okay. So he's going to take over Duskendale, quite likely. Don't think anyone's going to stop him. Alright. Well, anyway, let's move on. This is certainly an interesting turn of events. And the Crate Cult successfully defend. So this war is going to be over soon. And you still have your... Do you still have your Peasant Revolt? Well, you at least have the Tullys to deal with. And the Starks haven't even arrived yet. Or, not the Starks, the Mandalese. The Northerners haven't even arrived yet. We won this war, even though it didn't look like we would. Now, all we gotta do is hunt down these 13,000 men, and then we should be all good. Where are you going? You're gonna arrive in a grassy vale. I think we'll go to Roseford, and then try and catch them here, if possible. Now they're actually in Blackheart. Okay. Well, you won't be there for long, that's for sure. Because, oh, 17,000, that's actually a pretty significant army. I guess my father should be leading this. There you go. Yep, 21,000 men. And Maegor, our Warden of the West, is fighting here. Daughter was born, but stillborn. Okay, so that means your line has actually ended, Lord Lucifer. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Wow, you were Lord of Stockworth for how long? Granted, well, for 3 years, so I guess that's good. Alright, well, I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do with it now, because we don't really have any friends we can give this to. Maybe my father. I could give it to my father, technically. Maybe my half-brother, he's only 5 years old, though. Maybe my uncle. Maybe my uncle. I can't give it to him. Oh, because the Bramsford is independent. Alright, well, we'll have to finish off this war, which this battle might actually give us enough war score here. Lark died. Okay. That is 21 war score, 92%. So we just need Oldwick to fall. I think this is what we're going to wait for. And we can make these people unattached. We don't need them anymore. I guess the smaller armies can join us. I think that's not really a big problem. But the Tullys can do their own thing. And yeah, you can close that. Thanks. Okay, we can still imprison a few people. Commander Maegor. I can imprison my father. Well, that's obviously going against the council. Not really a big surprise there. But yeah, we won also because of the Krakals. And Carlton actually died a natural death, and his wife was imprisoned. Okay, that's interesting. That is certainly very interesting. Let's see if we can hunt down you guys and end the war here. Roland the Monstrous has, or Brian the Monstrous has lost to Roland Sunderland. Okay, that's fine by me. We'll crush these 2,000 men, and that's the end. Yep, I think Oldwick has even been sacked. Is that true? Yep, Oldwick has been sacked. So, with that, we'll end the war. And we already have... Yeah, we have both of you imprisoned. We can immediately revoke and usurp titles. Now, it's a bit gamey to do this, because I don't think this is an actual feature. It's just a bug. So I'm not going to do it. But you will be sent... So this is interesting. You will be sent to the dungeon, which... Yeah, that's so shitty. He was already in our prison. He got released for some reason. We still have his heir and his heir's heir imprisoned. He should just be in our prison, really. It's just frustrating. We'll let you rot. I wonder if anyone's joining us here. Yes, a few people, but not exactly ideal. Not exactly ideal. Okay, now Alar, you can be on a flank, and then with Brian here, and my father in the center. Everyone, please attach, just so that we actually have an army we can work with. And the peasant revolts declare war. Okay, well, these peasant revolts are somewhat useful. I wonder if I can revoke your title. I can. Everyone is for it as well. Now, who's going to get this title, though? I don't think I can give it out to anyone. Because, yeah, my council's against it. I guess I could give it to you. Nope, my council's against it because they're all the wrong religion. Maybe what I will do is give it to the Tullys? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Maybe the Krakals. Maybe they get this. At this point, you know what? I'm just going to do it in an unorthodox way. But yeah, perhaps. He's once again calling himself king. He should not be able to do this. And our Kingsguard, Rob, has got grayscale. Wow. That's so sad. Now, he's not going to live for that much longer. He's 68 years old already. But he's done an amazing job. And, oh, we actually have a little bit of a problem here. We should probably be running away. The Riverlands joined us once again, and so did the North. But, obviously, it takes them a while to get here. Now, I could try and run and, you know, meet with the Rusby forces. But we're too late for that. Now, one flank already... Wow, our flanks already fell. We've just got the center, but they're being pinned down. I don't think we're going to win this at all. Yeah. Okay, we are improving relations with Vagon. Driftmark, that's nice. This is a big loss right there. But King Orton died under suspicious circumstances, and we've got Randall imprisoned. Oh, well, that actually worked out very well. We can end this war right now. Whew, even though we lost the battle, we won the war. He's going to be sent to the dungeon, and, yeah, this is quite unfortunate, isn't it? I will have to revoke your stuff, which I can't do. Ah, this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I can't do... Actually, I can. No, I can't revoke the title. My council will be for it. Alright, we'll request a trial, at the very least. Damn, that sucks. And we apparently do not have a commander of the Gold Cloaks, which is weird. Oh, because you are imprisoned by Rendell. Can I revoke some more of your lands? Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll probably just execute you. Yep, you will be hanged. Enjoy. What a genius he was. What a genius. Okay, so we have Oldwick under our control. We could give that to a loyal vassal. And make him Lord Paramount. But who would that be? We don't have any friends. My father doesn't have any friends. My grandfather, maybe. Shiera, Alora, Sir Aenys. He's a black brother. Then Milera, she's married to Hagon. Hagon, you know what? You know what, Hagon? I will give you Oldwick. And I'll give you that. And I wonder if I can give you the Iron Islands. Yes. Alright. Now, you're no longer Lord Paramount of, well, the Stepstones, but you do have the Iron Islands. And so I think this is kind of a worthy... You're kind of worthy for that position. Don't you think? I think so. Let's get rid of Eleanor Penrose. Well, she's apparently important. No, Who is no longer important? Mandalay, Blackfyre, Peter. Blackfyre. My father. I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, House Drum. Right. So his family is no yeah, okay, you're a genius, but a bastard. Wow. Quite a lot of geniuses. But she is... Okay, no, she's at Stone Tree. Either way, I think this is actually pretty powerful. I don't know if he has enough men to support this. Can I grant him other titles? I could give him Stockworth. But, well, this might be an issue. He might lose the kingdom because he can't hold it. It's a possibility. And then, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? Who holds Highguard and some Vale forces? Maybe the Roxtons? I don't think House Rowan joined us, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Don't think it says. Yeah, it doesn't say if they joined us or not. And I just don't remember. He shall be interrogated, and we'll see what happens. At the start of the trial, he's formally accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm, a charge brought by Queen Daenerys Blackfyre. Lord Paramount Randall begins his defense, very unconvincing and nervous figure. And Peter, our Grand Maester, was doing a good job. Reasonable case. And Grand Maester claims him innocent. What? I shall have his head. He will be kept imprisoned. Gains the trait arbitrary. Eternity will increase by 15. I think we'll kill him. Yep. And he will be beheaded. Or, if there's something else, he will be beheaded. Because clearly, that's bullshit. So, now we've got you imprisoned. We'll see what we do with you. But we'll keep you imprisoned for now. So at least the Reach is under our control. That's something. And, we need a command of Gold Cloaks. Which, yeah, one of them is imprisoned. That's kind of an issue. I can appoint Hagon as my advisor. And we do also need a Master of Coin. Which seems to be... You know what? We'll actually have to wait for the Mega War system to end before I can appoint them. Reappoint the Old Council. And now let's see who we have left. Master of Coin should still be you, I suppose. And we'll have you oversee the construction in Old Stones. And then we also need an advisor. And for that, I think maybe... Actually, you know what? He kind of deserves this. He did lower the Crown Authority, but he kind of deserves this for joining us here. So there you go. You have your advisor post. And can call the Court out of the hiding. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we've got 2 people imprisoned. Roran Pike. Can we just kill him? Alright, fine. Just have him. You know what? Throw you there. It's okay, whatever. Just have you here. I guess it don't really matter. And I don't know about you. It doesn't matter. You can just stay there. Okay. Well, I guess with that rebellion defeated, we have to come to an end at this episode. We're arbitrary and paranoid. We're not going to be the nicest queen. But here's the thing. Well, I guess that's inherited by our mother. Anyway, we kept our throne. We have control over the Reach and the West. We have loyal supporters in the Iron Islands and the North. The Trident seems to be loyal enough, and the Vale as well. So for now, I feel like our realm is somewhat secured. We'll have to see if we get through this Regency. Anyways, though, that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.